That big wave of nerfs that was in the experimental card last week made it to the live game. A new experimental card was added on Friday, and it nerfs Roadhog and buffs Torbjörn. And it seems Blizzard is holding back on updates on Overwatch 2 till the digital BlizzCon in 2021. That's January. For f***'s sake. This and more in this week's episode of the Omnic Recap. Welcome to the Omnic Recap. I am D from the Omnic Post, and every Sunday we look back at what happened the past week in Overwatch. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see all of my future videos. And help me out by giving this video a thumbs up. This week, the thing that half of the community dreaded happened. The huge wave of nerfs that we saw in the experimental card last week made it into the live game on Monday. Like I kinda predicted last week. I don't want to brag, but I got something right for once. Check the patch notes in the description to learn more about the nerfs. Some tables were flipped and I'm pretty sure that some people uninstalled the game, but overall the reactions have been quite okay. Sure, some people feel like their main is worthless and that Blizzard is throwing. But hey, what's new, right? Let's be honest. Currently, there are other balancing issues. We went from a double shield meta to a no shield meta. And every single game has a Roadhog. Don't get me wrong, I love Roadhog. He's a lot of fun and he's pretty cool to hang with. But when I'm playing support, I really miss Reinhardt. That silly German just makes surviving a lot easier on us squishy characters.
100% German power!
But help is on the way. Well, maybe. On Friday, a new experimental card went live that has 3 parts. First off, Blizzard wants to make shotgun weapons feel a little more consistent. Currently, these weapons have a random rotating spread pattern. Spread pattern. So basically, every shot will be different, which makes it unpredictable. So they are removing that. Now, every shot will still be slightly different, but overall these weapons should become more consistent. This change affects Ashe, Doomfist, D.Va, Reaper, Roadhog, and Torbjörn. It will of course impact some heroes more than others. And I don't really think this is going to be an immediate buff for these heroes. It will just eliminate some of these what the hell moments. And maybe in time, when we get used to the specific patterns, you'll get a little stronger. The second part is something a lot of people have been waiting for. A nerf for Roadhog. The projectile damage on his scrap gun was reduced from 6 to 7. So he does 150 total damage per shot. Is this going to break the reign of Roadhog? It is hard to tell. He is still pretty powerful. We saw the same thing with Genji. First they overbuffed him, they brought him back a little bit, but he is still very viable. He's basically a pain in the ass. Little annoying.
I need healing.
Go grab a health pack, you 3CPO wannabe. I asked my followers over on the Omnic Post if they think Roadhog needs more buffs after this experimental card, and 57% said no. And they might be right, for now. The last part of this experimental card is a buff to Torbjörn's secondary fire. The recovery was increased from 1.6 to 1.8 seconds. But the damage was increased from 10.5 to 12.5 per projectile. So to 125 total per shot. Blizzard wants to give that little man more of a punch when he's really close to you. So you can...
Try my meatballs!
What? No, come on. These will, per usual, make it into the live game somewhere in the next few days. Question is, are we getting a new experimental card after that? I kind of expect we will. But I'm also kind of worried that they want to keep the game in this state till after the Overwatch League Grand Finals. Because this is a lot more fun to watch than, let's say, a bunker comp. Last week we already discussed that since we did not get an update on Overwatch 2, at Gamescom this year, we'll probably have to wait till the digital BlizzCon, which is going to happen in January, which would push the release of Overwatch 2 into Q2 of 2021. Like I've said before, I predict that it will land in May on the 5th anniversary. This week, Metro, that is the streamer that leaked the Overwatch 2 announcement back in October, shared that he also thinks that we'll have to wait till BlizzCon in January. And a few days later, Overwatch Nari did the same thing. Metro added that he thinks that the game might have been planned for an earlier release, but that the current COVID crisis kind of made him change their plans. I made a video about that specific topic a few months ago, the impact of the crisis on game developers, and in this case, Blizzard specifically. Check it out right there. Now, both Nari and Metro did not share what their sources were, but they might not have any. They might just have come to that same conclusion like all of us, most likely. Still, it sucks. Not just because we're really impatient to see more of Overwatch 2, but also because it means that we still have 8 months of recycled content and less support for this game. I don't know if you guys notice it, but the game is not as stable as it used to be. The last few months I've been troubled by corrupted games, crashing servers, crashing clients, weird ass bugs, you name it. And on top of that, people just aren't bothered anymore. Blizzard never shares numbers, but when I look at my own numbers and the numbers of other content creators, when I read the comments in-game and outside of the game, people are moving on. I guess Blizzard is hoping that most of these will return with the release of Overwatch 2. Now, one thing that might help to keep current players engaged is new, awesome cosmetics. And not like those skins that we've seen in the past events. They're okay, but none of them are really like, what the hell? We want those skins that have unique twists to them. Or maybe more crossovers with other popular Blizzard IPs. Heroes of the Storm, which is Blizzard's MOBA, just announced a new batch of skins that got their community, well, somewhat excited. One of the skins was from May, our own Ice Demon. She got a Warcraft-inspired skin that turned her into a Dead Knight. Hell yeah, no pun intended. Sadly, these skins never make it back into Overwatch. Blizzard is such a tease. Anyways, before I end this video, I wanted to share that I'm doing a giveaway over on the Omnic post. I'm giving away a Zarya Funko Pop. I'll leave a link in the description. And that was it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you get notified when I upload a new video. Check out my other channels, the Pop Noob, where I talk about Funko Pops, and ATOMIIXVLOGS, my traveling and tech channel. Follow the Omnic post on Instagram and Twitter for the latest updates on Overwatch, and you can follow me on the same channels as ATOMIIXTV. ATOMIIX is with 2. I stream 5 days a week on twitch.tv/ATOMIIXTV. And as always, all of the links are in the description below. Thank you all for watching. See you next week. Bye bye.
My baby!
All right.